crashies. Arby. Victor. Zest. Finesse. MaKo. Marved. Stax. Yay. Buzz. Chet. Tammy.
This is the last hurdle before the grand finals. Both of these teams have done.
If Ye might be able to contain the back of it, he is being contested. Two players swing, and Ye will fall.
That's
Diablo dealt with.
A first death for Ye to kick things off. Couldn't ask for a better beginning, and OPTIC still haven't got the spike down. Crashies flashed up, taken down.
This is reading like DRX are incredibly well versed on what to do. Victor though, quick little snap of the wrist. Mean that MaKo falls down to that 3v4, but the players are low.
And there's nobody on B. So this is a great pivot from OPTIC. They're going to be able to get a free spike plant down here, but no mollies, no snakebite, no way of stopping the DRX players from getting into elbow and getting a good retake off. However, all four of the players coming from halls, and Marved is ready to challenge.
Yeah, straight through spawn. Marv tries to take the first contact. Has to respect it though, a lot of players there. Finesse on a close corner, close angle. Players are weak, the right clicks are doing so much work. But at the end of the day, Arby lands the shots necessary, surviving on 9 health. It's gonna be the pistol round, taken away here for DRX.
And that is going to set FNS up here for this pit. It is a nasty pit, but it doesn't give them very much room to plant. Crashies is going to be vitally important here with one flash to use. And Ye has just found the pick with the late backstabbing showers, takes out Buzz. And they spot MaKo.
MaKo's been spotted as well. It's going to be potentially a pincer happening. Zest has to try and relieve some of that pressure. Nade off to the side. A wider swing from Victor will not come up with the goods, but Crashies does return the fire. Stax left alone. Probably opting into a save at this point with just the Viper's pit up, an unwinnable scenario. So he looks to take that gun into the next round.
And they realize that they have the site for free. And you know, OPTIC have been... It was an area that they really got tripped up on earlier this year, winning anti-ecos. Used to be a big thorn in their side, and at this event now, they've just been so clean. Look at them just mopping it up.
Part of that comes down to that respect that they're willing to show their opponents. Stax really going to get this aggressive with them, and he has just made a bit of a fatal error.
What a punish! What an absurdly bold play from Stax.
Oh, and FNS just capitalizing as well. On the other section of the map, pressure getting relieved elsewhere. FNS, of course, is quick to capitalize, quick to jump on it. Already into the back of their spawn, and Buzz is none the wiser.
We saw FNS be a playmaker yesterday with his 4K unbind, and that's another round.
Planted.
Try and push back any potential B hit. That triple face does come up with the goods.
A bit too bold there from FNS.
Instant showstop. Here's the response. How did he not die? But Arby is cleaned up eventually. One player struggling to get out of there. Yeah, that is just absolutely absurd.
And here we see for the first time the teleport play from Zest. He throws himself in.
Paid off. Ye was the last player standing to try and make anything work. Desperation, but a round on the board at least for DRX.
And it all starts with FNS being a little too bold, a little too confident. He jiggle peeked, and I thought he'd seen multiple. Unfortunate there for Victor as well in terms of how his entry. The showstopper entry was perfect. His movement was good. Just somehow, some way, doesn't quite get the kill. This is always the most difficult situation when you play the pits on the side.
30 seconds left.
Bit of spam, it might just come down to a random kill.
Marved got the
Spray and
plant.
pray. Marv does get the plants. Another post plant can be set up by OPTIC. Really difficult, but DRX, first time they've really felt favored in terms of the player advantage. Pop flash play, through around the corner, MaKo again.
FNS is just hiding inside the pit. He is so weak, but everyone's got past him.
And a little bit of damage will do it! And Marved aims to just try and make something of it. Still FNS picking the timings well. Down to that 1v1. MaKo versus Marved. The head-to-head control of players. And just the angles found. Marv withers the shot. What a play and what a round by MaKo.
They are pulling this half back into some semblance of normalcy. MaKo with a 4K in the round that starts with him being the sole player on A, and then a retake into his opponent's pit, and winning the clutch against the player that's been considered the best controller in the game for so long. 7 rounds in a row from OPTIC, and DRX are 1 away from making it a competent half.
The Viper Molly, the snake bite's going to be really brutal, honestly, for DRX. RB, doesn't look like he's vulnerable to up there, but the Viper's Mollies are causing a lot of...
And RB's anchoring from a position where he could be vulnerable to the orbital strike.
And they are holding it. Marved, ready and waiting. What are they going to be choosing to clear here? Stax has been a demon in these close angles as well,
30
though.
seconds left.
It could go either way with just one small mistake on either side. Smoke's going to be dropped down now.
That triggers the pull.
And there's the ult. Off to the one side of the tube, looking to try and take some space. Pop flash play, Marv! Oh my goodness, yay! He will fall, and somehow DRX are actually holding on. They're salvaging this! Beautiful anchoring, weaving in and out. And they have salvaged this half. Complete free reign, it feels like. Up close and personal, though, playing inside the smoke. It is DRX still who come up with the clean.
What a wild pistol round. They went for the play through the teleport, and then Ye is able to rendezvous back over into Lamps. And they're hoping to catch people off guard, and DRX is still diligent. They recognize that that is obviously a bait play, and clean everybody up.
DRX taking that pistol.
Wow.
Trying to make this retake happen now, but they've got a hard task once more. Flash through deep, crashies now, sticking this one onto the defuse, but has to get off for but a moment. And there's the pull. Once more, bit of spam. Pop flash play, wants to make the moves, but it's being covered. MaKo has his teammates back, and now it's their time to strike all the way through with a crossfire. The weapon's looking far too good. DRX are looking on fire.
And then it's another amazing round from MaKo. Gets a 4K off the back of a Lamps positioning, but he'd also done all of the work to sneak into pocket to begin the round.
It's like Nats-esque play.
It is beautiful.
Berlin 2021.
Because also, when Nats was doing it back then, nobody really knew how to counter it. People have got protocols in place to deal with it this time, and MaKo's still working his way around it. The trademark evaded, Victor and Lamps evaded. MaKo comes through, solidifies his position, playing anti-flash.
MaKo still wants to take the lead though for the rest of his team. He is super vulnerable. The nade almost doing too much damage to him, but FNS tries to strike. Yeah, here's the danger zone. Showstopper in the hands of Victor. And it's pure cleanup. Stax though left into that 1v2. He does have the rifle. 20 seconds though, and the spike is not in a good position for him. Gonna have to reposition, but he's opened himself up. Crashies, the jiggle peek, spots him and takes him out. This player's here with a rendezvous. Still there, never Prowler being used, and Buzz is actually going to be trying to initiate in and lead the rest of his team, but he does not take the shot. MaKo tries to follow up after it, but he is also cleaned up. Flash play up close and personal. Zest taking matters into his own hands. Space is going to be gained, but you still need to deal with El Diablo.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere all at once. And DRX have to calm things down right now. They don't have the tools to be able to get into the site. If they can cut noise just for a little bit, maybe the Nightfall will open the way. Stax has got his flash online. Haunt as well.
Haunt, now the Nightfall scattered across.
And that Nightfall, I think it caught Victor as well.
Potentially just Yado still locks down the angle. Really working with absolutely nothing. Just pure aim. Stax has made his mark though. Jumping down onto the site, and again, Ye strikes. 4 kills in the round.
And he's been having somewhat of a quiet map until that play. The amount of utility that DRX used to try and push him away there is absurd.
And he was not giving him anything.
He held his ground the entire time, and the rest of OPTIC, body block trailblazers, broke the horn, set him up on the angles.
You have to strike now. Viper's pick comes through. That's an orbital strike waiting for it. The players are just being stumped right now. Another flash, the season to the back of the site. There needs to be some space being gained here, DRX. You've got to try and jump out into the site. You're wading right into a potential trap, and still they lay claim to the site. But Evanes on the backstab. What a spray! The spike is denied, one after another. Evanes, you absolute monster. Creeping and crawling in the pit. And yeah, some consolation prizes at the end of the day for Buzz as he gets 4 kills, but OPTIC are a map point.
What a play from FNS. The ping based on audio cues, RB way too late with the backstab. And FNS with a well-deserved pop-off there.
So much disrespect being shown on either side, because Ye is so willing to take that space. 1 shot found, 1 kill as well. RB removed from the fight. Stax is next, and now just 3 players left standing to try and bring anything back in this map of bind, but OPTIC are just looking more and more certain.
We've seen some huge comebacks from DRX, but they're looking outclassed right now. Moments of brilliance, but oh, what on everybody from OPTIC!
And one after another. They all fall, risks being taken by MaKo, but eventually he will also go down. Map number 1 goes the way of OPTIC.
And no premature celebrations here. OPTIC have been in these spots before. They've said in press conferences that they enjoy best of 5 series. They think it favors them. Already stacking 4 players on A.
Just been pushed out of the angle. What is this from crashies?
Just how do you expect somebody to be positioned there? It's an absurd positioning because
absolutely
it's an absurd
ridiculous
push through mid.
4 kills for crashies.
And what a pistol round.
You are getting into the danger zone, I think, because time is going to be your worst enemy. And with that prior damage done, that was all Marved earlier. It sets it up one after the other. Martial demons. Firing one after the other. There are no angles you can play. There is no safety that you can find, because OPTIC have just won the bonus.
That's another hard read by OPTIC. I mean, DRX cut noise there, and they easily could have rotated back through mid. OPTIC had already used their drone, recon, 0 point, flashes. They'd used every informational piece of utility they could.
Yeah.
They didn't know that DRX were going to re-hit, but they felt it in their gut, in their bones. And Victor and Ye were both there, ready to just set up the musket line.
The scary thing.
And then leaving FNS on his own.
Really awkward angles! You're literally leaving your 2 operator players, yet... God damn, does Ye look clean. Dart in the back, though. Has to be respect shown to that one. He does maneuver his way around. It looks like maybe a play towards mid. DRX feeling a bit indecisive. Hopping up into Nest Stax. He does remove a thorn in the side of DRX of what was going to be stopping them potentially. Now a drone to lead them in. The side, Victor tries to hide from it. Forced to dash back, and now he is being sandwiched. It's MaKo and Stax. He misses a no-scope. A flash play. Surely he's not still alive. But he is. Alive and waiting, ready to contain. OPTIC just not given any room to breathe.
And yeah, he thinks there's still somebody in that corner. He's not going to be given an opportunity like that. And this 2-player retake just can't deal with the Viper's pit down.
You just can't do it.
And honestly, Bren, this double op defense, they're getting kills, but it doesn't seem to be working as well. They're not anticipating the re-hit, but now the Sova utility comes out and questions asked of Ye and crashies.
Drone, dart, everyone being revealed over the top. The right-click buzz will be rewarded. 1 kill for him, but a bit of that counter spam means that there is a trade in play. Ye still at the back of the site. Post-plant positions from DRX. Starting to feel the heat now as it is being turned up, and now being swarmed from every possible angle. You can see this reflanked of Marv through main. Could be everything, but RB wins out the fight. At the back of the site with Victor falling, it's down to that 3v3.
Yeah, he was not in a spot to trade. And MaKo's got another.
Beautiful, one after the other. All down to Marved. Knows the positioning of one or two players, but just cannot land the spray down. The DRX looking like they are climbing their way back up to an even scoreline. Players are waiting. They'll flash to try and set it up. Buzz dashes through. That cuts up the any close crosshair placement. They need to deal with these players though, because FNS will not be removed. Anchoring the site, 3 kills for him. And he wants to claim the 9th. Knife's going to remove the tour de force. RB left up to his own devices, but too much to deal with. They should be scared of the null command. Still looks like this is the round that they want to do it. Hunter's Fury now into the back of it as well. Can they clear out FNS? And crashies! He swings through. Knight in shining armor. Just for FNS's IGL, who was just being pressured over and over again, and that is just magnificent.
Ren, I think you're right. OPTIC are looking locked in today.
They are locked in, man.
I think if DRX end up losing this map, so many people are going to talk about the DRX choke. But that is not what I'm seeing. I am seeing an OPTIC that are playing much better than the last 3 times we've seen them on Pre's at Champs.
I am seeing an OPTIC that is refusing to lose.
Let's go!
This is a team, the only one in the running. Making their way through double doors, no commando popped off. That is going to be negating all the abilities that could be coming through. Flashes over the side, and even the dart. Crash's utility has just been perfect. One after the other, they all crumble beneath the might and weight of OPTIC.
And DRX looked lost when they went for that pivot through double doors, but the biggest reason why they look like headless chickens, they don't control a main.
No.
They have to be worried that people are peeking them from stairs, from back pyramid where Ye's playing from, and from a main. It's an impossible task for DRX at that point.
But look at this, wading right into the belly of the beast once more. It's a lovely play with the dart to set it up. Buzz gets every target revealed for him, and the kills are still flooding in. One after the other, ripping off their heads.
DRX with another very solid execute into B. The Seekers there from stax making all the difference, allowing them to get onto angle after angle. And Marv, there's no way he's going to anticipate this.
Beautiful stuff.
stax hides around a corner, and DRX get to 4. This map is not over yet. Look like a brand new team.
Disrespect off the rip. Jay taking a fast approach into the bottom side of Halls, and he does end up coming up with the goods, and they're waiting for the repush. DRX have crumbled on this pistol round, Josh.
Just an absolutely flawless round. OPTIC find the first pick. They punish the reactive aggression, flood into the site, and it's all over for RB.
Yeah.
He's got no hope.
Where are the answers when OPTIC are playing like this, when they're locked in to this degree?
And a lot is going to be asked of RB here. Anchoring the site on chamber. stax can try and break drone through, but misses it.
Beautiful flash. I mean, they are all blinded up. And Victor just shredding them to pieces with the Spectre in hand. It's going to be that plant going down, and DRX might be opting to try and take a fast retake. You can see the snake bite. Shock dart, but just about missing with the timing. But these rifles need to be saved. It needs to be a clean one for DRX.
And this is an incredibly tough retake. Zest doesn't realize how close he is to identifying 2 of these spots. Buzz! An opening.
And a bit whiffy, honestly, with the wall in the way. Fights are taking place, and it's OPTIC who coming out on top, just down to Buzz. And the triple face of OPTIC, he did not stand a chance. This could just be majestic. Drone to try and push the players in. stax is really under so much pressure, and he will fall eventually, but this wall needs to go down. The timing for Buzz that he could take, there it is. Plan's going to be at least a 9th of the time being. Peeks around the corner, and Ye was watching it from the side of the wall. OPTIC, every avenue, every line of sight is just locked down. And Breeze, well, it wasn't their map pick, but these guys, they are feeling it. They've made it their territory today.
Ren, it definitely feels like Reykjavik all over again.
At the shot, that does take the contact into the molly as well. But the kill's still flooding through. Nice little right click with the flash. Pushing them back for about a moment. Once more, OPTIC trading out the kills. But MaKo is low. See if he can hold this angle down. RB is cooking on the top of the side right now, finding the kills. 3 in the round, and he's looking for the 4th. Him and his teammate just trying to put pressure on it and apply it with time running so low. It looks like Marved has no outs, has no options. And even if he gets the final kill, the pistol round goes the way of DRX.
This one was a blowout for DRX. The last time they played at Copenhagen, it was 13-5.
The set play, the damage is definitely being done. OPTIC are making this more than dangerous because it's just down to MaKo. What a difference. What a change in pace. They absolutely crunched them. A fault line into the flash. And MaKo has been having a good tournament. Even a good series at times. This guy has been the big game player.
Oh, and look at this. I mean, the OPTIC guys have no idea where he is.
There's no way.
The trademark got smoked off earlier on, and they're re-clearing these spots. At some point here, do they think he might have rotated B?
MaKo's got to know that they've reclaimed a couple of these guns. But if you cut noise, you got to expect that it could be planted over towards B. Yeah, he's been found. Patience. What a risk.
But as Ye disappears, that might have been his only opportunity to get things down into a 1v2. However, all of this patience is giving him a free spike plant.
Yeah.
He still has a molly, but there's no way that MaKo thinks he's safe to get the plant and reposition. He's got to anticipate that there's at least one player here on A. He saw Ye disappear in this direction, though. As soon as the molly's committed, he's got to go for the plant.
Breaks the trademark, cuts off that one angle. So it is going to be that free plant. The players of OPTIC, well, converging on his location. Very low on Victor. Ye is the first shot! The first fight! It gets taken down! MaKo unable to make something of the moment, but he did play it relatively well. Like jiggle, flash over the top. RB looks like they're trying to fake a play with his engagement! And he's so deep into the side already. A kill is going to be found.
He's alone, and he's winning.
Winning out the fight, but only for a moment of time because Ye is still present, still waiting. With the operator in his hand. Find the one, a bit of a pre-fire. Trying to put that instinct to the test.
MaKo has his orbital strike online. Oh, FNS almost getting caught there.
The rolling thunder! stax is going to be caught here. Surely Pincer. crashies tries to supplement him, but that's Buzz just helping him out. Is that 1-for-1 on either side of things here? And Buzz needs to be the big game player. He needs to make magic for them, but he is also shut down. Just left up to MaKo. A wider swing from Victor. He does make the most of it. Orbital strike in his hands. And timing is everything. FNS forced to take the fight up close and personal.
And now MaKo may have repositioned, so the pressure is really on Ye.
And the clock is ticking. Ye has to find a shot, has to make his mark. But right now, even with the kill, MaKo has done enough. What a star this guy has been all tournament long.
That is the Red Bull clutch from MaKo. I was so scared because his positioning looked really poor to me. As soon as he got the spike plant down, orbital strike got online, and he just stayed tucked on top of the spike. But the way he actually used his ult was great. Perfectly timed to force this push.
And it forces a 1v1.
It forces the 1v1 and it threatens like he could have pushed towards sand.
Yeah. Obfuscates all the movement. There was a fault line to try and stop that as soon as the fast lane came up, but DRX are not being pushed back at RB! What is that? Melted into an absolute puddle at the top of the stairs. You just can't withstand that much utility.
A DRX are left in a difficult position, but they're fighting their way out of it.
How are they doing this? Buzz! Absolute maniac positioning. And they've isolated so many of these fights now, it's come down to the 1v1.
He knows where Ye was. He's tagged him down to 3 HP, but he still thinks that the chamber player for OPTIC is going to be over towards the arcade side, and Ye's already wrapped.
Really, really fast timing here that Ye is being able to take. Tour de force versus just a rifle, but Ye is on 3 health, and it comes down to just the reactions! And Ye on top once more. The chamber diff manifesting itself.
And a small shrug from El Diablo. What do you expect? What do you expect? Of course, Ye's good for it with 3 HP. But what a valiant effort from DRX. This one, so close. I mean, Buzz milliseconds away from adjusting his mouse. And that frustration, supremely understandable.
So close.
RB up in the pace. Enormous.
Stuns, laid across, he doesn't know where to look.
And Victor again, another player stunned up, killing RB.
Just absolutely ridiculous. The nightfall will cut across though. It's causing a lot of confusion into the side as well as the sound cues are going to be cut away. Is it going to be a replay through into the double doors? Yes, Zest wants to take the fight to them. Opens it wide, but they aren't backing out. But the spike is still heavily disjointed. There's a gap between them and a re-clear. OPTIC on the fly, improvisation, and MaKo is the one to shut it down.
One enemy remaining.
MaKo has made this one winnable. FNS v stax, the breach battle, the IGL battle as well. And FNS has definitely been the better player today.
But he's lost track of his opposition. stax has just played him like a fool.
Slinked away.
He's going to be able to get a free plant onto B, now getting a bit of a move on with 30 seconds into the round. Plenty of time to
30
plant.
seconds left.
He's got one fault line to work with. stax has got to have a decent read that FNS is still on the A side.
Planted.
Whereabouts? Difficult to say.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't expect stax to really use the fault line that he has here. Instead, trying to cut off the rotate. And this is going to be an aim duel in Spawn.
Comes down to this, reaction straight up, the players, but stax wins it through. Lovely, lovely reposition. So intelligent to take the fight before FNS was ready.
Very nice play from stax, winning an important round that MaKo made possible. Look at this from MaKo. Spray transfer takes down Marved. Perfect aim reset onto crashies as well. MaKo has been a demon so far. It feels like he's the only player that's able to access.
A bit of counter spam now to Rolling Thunder. Is there going to be time to strike?
Oh, the
answer is
strike!
yes. One after the other. It's all comboed up. But again, it's down to MaKo to be the hero when they need it most. Finding kill after kill. And the utility just a little bit too late. And as crashies' ultimate is going to fade, MaKo now has access to his own ultimate. 3 kills in the round. And a crossfire setup. Zest, the reset. Cool, calm, and collected. And it leaves it down to Marved.
That molly looked like it missed.
There might be a gap.
There is definitely, just a, not quite.
And it's a bit of a bait. As soon as it's tapped, the orbital strike comes down. And time is just being removed. Marved has to force the issue. He has to take the fight to them. But it's just unwinnable. When MaKo's in form like this, he has been the hero for DRX.
When times get tough, you need leaders to step up and demonstrate the way forwards. And that is what MaKo is doing today.
My.
He's leading by example for the rest of DRX. Tapping into that primal energy. He's 13-6, inspiring from the front.
The Rolling Thunder, that is a lot of respect being shown. Yay. Teleporting at the very final last moment. Victor is in so much trouble, has to back away to the front side. And Jenny, the Prowler, is faced. And it points exactly where he is. Still Marved answers back. Coming through close to the site. And a fast retake is shut down just like that. See another clash early on. That's disrespect being shown. And just plays not being made. Not enough. Zest tries to trade him out. Help out his teammate. But 2 players gone in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, very fast play.
You want to play?
Trademark there, goes off. It's going to slow all of these players up that were trying to burst out through A main.
Yeah.
So difficult for them to break through that barrage.
DRX are going to be forced into a different direction now. MaKo just holding space in sand. Worked his way into that deeper corner. But OPTIC are holding with 3 players on drop. Very unorthodox when it comes to this defensive positioning.
But at the same time, I feel like DRX might be able to get a read on this. They knew that there was 2 players up there to begin with.
Oh, wow.
And they've either pushed, as they are now, or they're still there.
It's a hard rotation here from OPTIC. That leaves just Marved alive, but he does have that ultimate to try and stop this. The more the noise gets cut, the more time he gets bled off the clock here. Means it's going to be even more difficult to try and get a clean spike planted for DRX.
Stax currently has the spike. If they gave it to MaKo, he'd have his orbital strike online,
30
but MaKo's
seconds left.
positioning is good.
He doesn't want to give this one up. Fault line into the corner. This is going to give Marved a bit of information, knowledge, and they're holding, waiting for the time, but it is running so low. And what is going to stop this orbital strike? A plant into dead center, not opting to use it.
If anyone could win this round, it would be MaKo. There's no follow-up off the back of the stun.
Knife to the side, MaKo doesn't break. He doesn't want to reveal his position with the Vandal in his hand. Holding up close and personal now to no command. And OPTIC look to try and take a fast retake. The sidestep of the movement, FNS, he wins out the first fight, the first layer of it, and now the Rolling Thunder into the orbital strike. Stax cannot withstand it. So OPTIC claim their 5th round in this half. They make it just a bit more competitive. There has to be some sort of pressure being relieved as well, and this is going to be coming from DRX as well at the front of the site. Fault line! The stun is going to be connecting, but the ghost shots are going wide. And time is running low. The backstab, you can't whip this. One right click will do it, but sticking to the fuse. It's down to Zest. Half on the clock, and FNS clutches him once more. Sealing it for his team.
What a day from FNS. OPTIC take the pistol and look to tie things up at 6 apiece. And FNS is able to deal with the pressure in front, has the presence of mind to block the diffuse, and I think at that point he just won on time anyway.
He did.
But he turns around and deals with Zest for good measure.
Unreal scenes. By being taken, that's off the Prowler and stunned up. MaKo, you absolute demon! One after another. Under the might and gaze of MaKo, all will fall. So it's going to be most likely the halfway around Ye who can hold on to that operate, but what a play by MaKo. I mean, the hero moments.
But the utility's so good as well.
Yeah.
The Prowler detecting the position of Victor, the stun gives him a free kill onto crashies. This is such a tight angle.
Everything on this shot that might be about to be made. The pressure just overwhelming.
He almost got a collateral.
And a clean shooting from Buzz. Beautiful way to open things up for him. And instantly he's going to be forcing out the rotations here. MaKo on the side once more trying to anchor, but only the one going to be gained before eventually the trade is there. FNS, another hero play, pushing forwards. He hears the reload and almost misses the shot, but okay. Reclaim a bit of positioning, still being fought by RB. There's that confidence we were asking for a little bit prior. Pop flash play though, crashies is the last player standing for his team. Last bastion of any chance to find their way in this round. And when he's deafened and blinded, can't see a bloody thing. To the fuse, fragment nade.
Winnable.
Winnable for him, a lot of damage done, but Buzz has been good for it.
But now they have double ults for retake.
Smoke is causing a lot of issues for them. Prowler over the top, dash down to the side. Damage is being done, but Ye, he didn't claim the kill. And now the Rolling Thunder. He gives an opening with the horn to their backs, one after the other. Quick reset and a spray down. The overdrive will do nothing in that scenario. And DRX, they go to map point. Bit of running going on. The jiggle peek once more. That is going to be a tag into the kneecaps. Crashes though. There's the ultimate. Rips through with the Rolling Thunder. A lot to try and combo this. And as this is happening, they're not being shut down. The judge in the back pocket of Buzz. He's dropped Crashies to his knees. And a forward play by Marved. He's making all the risks in the world, but not enough to take the map away.
And look at that reaction from Buzz. They're fired up. Suddenly, there is life in this Korean squad once more. And the belief is going to re-enter their bones.
Buzz wants to lead the way for the rest of his squad, but Ye, close position into the corner and nobody is watching it.
It's another first kill. He's as good with them on Jet as he ever is on Chamber. What is this play from Buzz?
In danger! Drops down! And that is so much damage being done. A double play, the double setup there into Hell, and it's a fast approach as they try and take their marks! Buzz has just been unleashed. And 3 kills in a round for him. The setup, the crossfire was there.
invested in this round, actually.
Beautiful flash over the top. Ye was playing anti. Anti to it once more. Another flash play, and it's run and gun. There's the name of the game. Stax somehow beams down too.
Only 2 players left alive, though, for DRX. 2v3. They haven't broken the alarm bot in mid, and FNS continues to control B, mid, and allow the OPTIC players to stack on the other side. It does look like FNS is going to get tested, though.
Yeah. There's 30 seconds left in this round. DRX,
30 seconds left.
Going to be making the play now over towards B.
Even if FNS falls here, there's still great retake tools with the Paranoia and the drone online. The question is just whether FNS can do damage, can get a kill, can make this even easier for OPTIC.
That's time going to be bought there. The nanoswarm has popped off. Rotation's finally going to start to come through, and FNS, he is in trouble here at the back of the site. Sees does not connect. It's going to be lighting them up, though. Beautiful dart across the map, but it has to be held now. FNS does not have much to work with, but he is still anchoring. But MaKo wins the fight. Down to that 2v2. The drone gets good value here, and it's up to stax holding close now to see if he can make some moves. Whips it around with the rifle. Marved isolates it, takes it to the 1v1. Him versus stax. It's a fake TP in a smoke dashed across the site. It's going to cause misinformation that he's looking for, but stax over the side, and he wins it out. 4 kills, and the bonus round secured.
DRX with a great beginning to this map, and stax stepping up alongside Buzz. Stax has been so quiet in this series so far. A player that's normally pulling out huge moments. But Ascent is a bit of his playground. It doesn't matter whether he's playing the Breach or here on Fade as well.
Nightfall as well. Yeah, they are really selling this Fade quite well. A lot of utility being dumped into this one, including Buzz, who is up close and personal, but Marv will shut that one down. The B site, timing is everything. This time FNS has caught on to it, though.
FNS pulled back the turret, but he still has the nanoswarm.
And they have the crossfire, crashies from the high ground of market. The spike needs to be reclaimed, but with 22 seconds left, Marved as well. Tries to take the fight straight to them here. Not enough to win it out. Stax too far away to do too much else.
20 seconds left.
The alarm bot now is going to tell and spill out a pretty familiar tale. Nanoswarm there, again cutting up this choke point. There's not a lot of time here. DRX trying to make the most of this one, but OPTIC could absolutely boom this one. But it's a dart over the top, and it's down to Ye. The widest swing of Zest will clean him up. And where is the spike? It needs to be planted.
Spike planted.
It just gets down. Crashies had his Hunter's Fury there, chose not to invest it. This flank is coming through from Victor. Crashies could still ult.
It's a 2v3. Closer positions, a bit of spam being exchanged as well. One side to the other. Zest is so low here. He's vulnerable to any sort of utility that might get used. What a kill to find. The Paranoia is going to force the issue, and Marv cleans up once more. 2 kills to try and cover his teammates. A beautiful, beautiful retake there by OPTIC. A signal that they want to try and go off of this, but dashes to the side. In fact, got a kill as well. Fragment nade not going to be doing the work that it was supposed to. Updraft over the top on 2 Jenny. The Paranoia latches on, and what a spray down. But from the side, Zest returns back into the action.
And the recon dart there is also perfect.
Ties him up, spam through the door, through the wall. The ceiling, Hunter's Fury to try and deny this one. Time is running so low. FNS, 2 health to his name. Positioning, spike planted. He's been caught out. And it is just down to crashies. He's been so consistent, so clean with it over the course of this entire tournament. But in a 1v2, the setup is not ideal for him.
He's got recon in 3.
Could get information off of it, but a tap of the spike, it does force in the reposition here onto the side. Back has been caught, and a double face is just impeccable.
What a beautiful round from DRX, where they could go for a fast, they could go slow.
Here we
it's
go.
Quick again.
More disrespect.
At least
Being
it's
shown. Fragment nade into the corner. RB will get the one, but guess what? Okay, Marved and FNS, rifles in hand.
Actually fighting for it this time, instead of sitting back. But the bad side, the downside there for OPTIC, is that they lose their killjoy, and it makes all of that utility over at Catwalk useless. They also lose a lot of their info. But of course, they're up 4v3, and that might make all the difference.
With Victor still alive, I think they are very worried of a potential pop flash play through main again. But DRX have not given up too much ground. It is the idea at least in ahead, making noise there.
Yeah, there's a footstep.
I think Ye might have been able to hear that one.
Face your fear!
Still the Nightfall. That's going to be scattered across the point. Now with a dart to the side as well. Somehow Ye still lands a shot. And guess what? He's still going to be here, remaining right behind Dice. It's up to DRX to try and remove him, but this guy is just nigh unstoppable when he gets going.
And that is a huge round from from Ye, Brent. You're not playing. It's a huge round from Ye.
In fact, he's watching this angle. Is MaKo just going to be walking into this? Lockdown's going to be used. It is going to be an attempt into B. You can feel that no command as well. Spreading waves out as well. No ability is going to be able to use here by crashies. Did he just not anticipate it? The knife was out, man. But Victor looks like to be the playmaker. Has to try and make the moves, and has a TP recontest. That was an attempt by Marved as well to try and play back with Victor. Now the knowledge is there from him, and another pop flash play. This guy has been a bit of a miracle worker for them.
Buzz was thinking about going and trying helping RB there and trading FNS. Zest is tucked behind this Cosmic Divine as well.
One shot, finds the target, finds the mark to the cranium. Wider swing out, and Zest is still tucked. Surely the pressure's being applied. Moves backwards. Smoke gonna be dashed across. The spray down, he's got his ult. The dart team down. As long as he stays alive here. Marved, what can you do to win this? Surely it's not winnable. It has to be the stick from Marved. Hunter's Fury as well. TP up top. Marved the playmaker. Tries to make him a time, has been bought. Expert maneuvering by Zest. That claims him the 9th round here for the Red Bull clutch.
Started the lurk from FNS and Marved.
That's
They're
true.
backstabbing.
All the way through. There's no one else really just playing late though. Finally, the teammates coming into CAD, but oh boy, Buzz is just absolutely tearing him asunder. 3 kills in a round for him, and it was just ice cold.
And now they're being forced to take a real fight.
DRX proving to be a much trickier target than intended. This will fall. He was in a bit of a sideline position. What is that by Ye?
Oh, just as we're talking about the fact he needs to be the tip of the spear, he delivers 2 entry kills like that.
Got to see a couple of more moments like that, I think, from El Diablo for a shot of this one, but he has made this round more than winnable for his team. Look at them, all grouped up towards the back of the site. Victor's really the only person playing up close.
DRX won the pistol round on Breeze, I think it was. Got beaten straight back. It looks like the same's happening here.
And what is the play? How do you maneuver around this one? Losing too many guns. A call has to be made, and MaKo just wants to evacuate. He wants to get out of there, save the weaponry if they can. Whatever they can. Fragment nade stops them in their tracks. Oh, what? Through the wall? What? Yay. I mean, listen, if there was ever a round for a yay moment, it would have been that one. But that is just ridiculous. DRX have to commit bodies down the sidelines to make sure players aren't creeping up mid.
And the most obvious place you can see it is a tree.
This flash pushes them back there, but that's going to be the no command. Yay. I mean, listen, no idea what's occurring right here. The now swarm at his feet, though, going to be tickling him for but a moment. Pressing the advantage, moves forwards, and Buzz with the rifle, sprays down 2. Instant response with the swing. And DRX are ready to contest, ready to brawl.
Unwinnable spot for FNS. A perfect destruction of that A-split attempt coming out from OPTIC. It looked chaotic on our screens, but really what it came down to is that OPTIC weren't coordinated enough.
Jet matchup, RB, flash. Big ol' peek into it, has to respect that, no! Okay, hopping away, OPTIC can't quite claim the kill, dashing into the smoke! Oh, they return the fire! One and for all, trying to barrel their way through, though OPTIC do not want to give up their space lightly. Bit of a spray down, but the weapon's not quite working out. Still, a Sheriff and the warbang angle. Victor will eventually fall. And up top, Stax!
What a missed opportunity!
You can't miss shots like that.
But Marv's position has been given away, and he's allowed to slink back.
Back to safety in that 2v3. A rifle in the hands of the Marved! Aggressive positioning was played for.
And Stax gets another one, another bite at it. This time, able to come away with the goods.
Crashies has to play against the recon dart, and it's too predictable with the movement. And that buffer that we were talking about prior, DRX, despite the fact that they're on that eco round, it matters not. Bringing it to map point.
Looking like he wants to set up for this. Oh, and the Jet diff.
It manifests itself. One shot to the head, straight through the wall. And Buzz still holding his ground into the close quarters. A 4v5, it has to be the hero play to stay in this map. FNS has crawled his way up close against this. Using it, but he's revealed. As soon as the smoke dissipates. And the play, well, it's going to have to be made with the Hunter's Fury. Scatters his way across, updrafting, avoiding it, narrowly into coverage once more. One after the other, swinging through. Full support. As the rest of the DRX roster makes short work of the OPTIC push.
DRX's defense has just looked so good here. Their mastery of Ascent, the positions that they're playing. And try as you might, crashies is not winning this one. The 1v5.
Order utility used, and as soon as the wall goes down, DRX will not be denied the map 5.
Life poured back into the DRX players after they were able to get that win on.
Most important tournament of the year, and you're seeing a clash taken directly head-to-head. Pistols in the hands of the opposition. There's going to be that exchange of fire early on, just the 1-for-1. For now, space already being gained here. DRX going for the re-clear in short. Ye being punished just for his hubris, but FNS plays being made one after the other. And as the last man standing, he delivers the goods.
And the timing could not be more perfect.
Such a good read on this. And the shot finds its mark. Too late down by Ye, one prior earlier in the round. There needs to be an attempt from DRX to try and make the moves, the horn over the top, and it's just a slight jiggle. With the movement and the Spectres, a spray down is not in order, or is it? Stax with the rifle, not enough to reset. OPTIC claim the bonus.
Yay, back on the chamber. 5-on-1 to start. That is not half
Such
bad.
an early time. This was the start that OPTIC were looking for. To try and deny any shot, any chance of that DRX reverse sweep.
It's not the correct read this time around, as DRX set up for an A hit, but it didn't give anything away.
Going to Victor, has to start using those flashes though to try and push this back. How has Buzz got that? Crashies removed from the fight, another flash blade, a curveball, landing right round the side, being swarmed by the Sheriffs. What an opening for DRX. And a nano swarm dropped down to the feet of Ye means he can't follow up on all the damage that his team has done, not just yet. But over the top now, FNS.
He spotted MaKo going for some kind of
TP play.
TP play there.
Moves back though, 2 rifles in their hands. Josh comes down to this. MaKo trying to reposition. Smoke laid down and he is in trouble. Bit of spam, a bit of fire. 2v2. With the rifles, they made their way out of the smoke. RB not covering it, not watching it. Off to the side, a spray down. And you got to have confidence in these scenarios because time is running so low. Yeah, trying to take the fight. What a spray and what a shot found. Absolutely magical stuff. And what a round to get DRX back into it.
That is huge. But I've got to question what the heck OPTIC were doing on their A defense. I mean, there are definitely players overwhelming them, but when you take a look at the replay here, sure, Buzz finds a great opener, but then you've just got Victor trapped on the back of the site. He used both of his flashes and didn't swing off any of them. His teammates were holding the right side of the box, but he just never chose the timing to fight. Way too scared from Victor there.
Marved, they know he's here. An attempt was made there. TP onto the side. Now a rolling thunder pushing them back. Paranoia is beautiful. Marv cleans up. Zest with the swing to try and fight back. But what can be done here with the spike has been dropped down? You have no tools to try and reclaim this one, and it's a double up. In fact, even the ultimate being committed here. What? Spray down! And a lockdown will not do squat!
I don't think I've ever seen a spray down like that before, Bren.
RB has just pulled one of the most insane spray downs I've ever seen in my life.
1 HP. He gets away from FNS's lockdown and pops down one of his own. And now everything's in the hands of Ye. And he's going to be running into the alarm bot at the back. Deactivated due to how far away RB is. Forced to commit the spike.
Timing is everything. Zest in the corner, he's low enough. Ye could find one shot to turn it into the 1v1, and he gets the right read. Doesn't opt to pick up the rifle, wants to play fast into this one, because he knows Abby's low, and the warbangs.
5 bullets.
So he goes for his Abby swings, and wins the 1v1. I do not believe it. The level of confidence. And RB a player, Josh, a player who's been criticized over and over again for not putting up the numbers in the big moments. But watch this.
I still don't understand how that shot hit crashies.
Just disgusting.
He killed them both at once? Did he curve the bullet? But you're right, Bren. RB has faced so much criticism. He never looked like a big game player.
Yay, could be, again, the deciding factor. Operator watching the angle. What is going to be used to try and push him off here? Paranoia cut close.
Gonna be a close
Flash, and it's just a pre-fire from Ye. Respect being shown, Victor moves down into them. And that's the running back finally being used with Ye at the back of the side. Anchoring, holding, spray down! Zest!
What a timing!
Pound for pound, answered back, and they're not done yet.
Marved, though, on the flank, picks up Zest. And he might be able to settle this round back down. Stax is now left in a 1v2. Had a very rough beginning to this BO5. But Zest is finding more and more value. Here comes Marved on the peak. The timing.
Information, yeah. Knew exactly where it was.
And that
Great round for OPTIC to get back into things.
I like the way that Marved is taking deep positions on C. Here comes a B hit. Crashies got punished last time.
Hot play straight into the site. And there it is. Crashies finally returns with the damage. And there's the spike being denied on top of it. Not done yet though. A bit of a dodge attempt. And a spray down of Victor. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, but it does the job.
This is a much better response from OPTIC when it comes to their B site defense. And RB not allowed to play.
No.
That flash gets Ye onto the line.
Every connector's being watched as well. Oh my word. Headshot there, but yeah. Ye locks that down. Up deep into short. Battle about to take place. MaKo wins it, but Ye! Collateral at play. And it's a fast attempt by DRX to try and take some space. Move back onto the angles, but Ye already repositioned up to heaven. Smoked off though, and now the Paranoia cuts its way through, and Victor was left alone but Marved. At the back of the site, could be the hero at need, and with the trademark at their feet, the slow field not enough. And a spray down, denied.
Marv with a triple kill there. Going from his anchor position in B, running all the way through to hell. But that round was won by Ye with the collateral, because that fight was not going in OPTIC's favor. If you look at the kill feed right before he gets the collat, Crashies died. Crashies was trying to go for a re-clear of short, using Marv's Paranoia. And if Ye only gets 1, or if he gets 0 there, Crashies is looking to challenge.
Up close and personal. Where's going to be the swing? The off angles there. Flash into the corner. What coverage! And play. Marved answers back. Sprayed out on top of the boxes. And guess what? No side whatsoever. FNS is more than ready to play.
Here comes the flank, the lurk from RB, but he's got it all to do.
20 seconds in the round to do it.
A
He knows
lockdown,
positioning.
a lockdown wouldn't even be usable here. It just takes too much time.
And he just doesn't know where the rest of the players are. Too much time to even try and grab the spike as well. He's got too much to clear. Wider swing, and FNS just absolutely sublime. Top to bottom. A lot of ultimates online. Buzz just wants to take the lead with the rest of his team once more. Knives in his hands, Blade Storm and a Nano Swarm. And has forced the updraft.
What's going on?
Play? The TP! They're crumbling before our eyes. The DRX, everything to prove, but OPTIC with the prime game in flawless. And it's completely opened up the site for them. OPTIC, the push and pull of the rotations. DRX have got such a massive ask ahead of them. No more utility, it has to come down to the fights being taken. And a crossfire set up with the pistols. OPTIC just too good for it. Marved! Pushing inside of the smoke. Maybe overstepping himself just a tad. A reflank at play here by FNS. Has to try and make some mark. The horn over the top, DRX. They seem to be just barreling their way through, and FNS is now found out. He's now known. But survived the classics, missing in the shots. DRX take the pistol. Only FNS apparently, but Buzz is going to be taking contact now, and not enough space granted to him. Dashes back away, Cloudburst cutting it up, but still the shots are found. It's given the right angle at the back of the site with a frenzy at play, and at hand Marved, ripping them apart.
Remaining.
But MaKo's still alive, and it is just down to Marved with the Bulldog.
1v1.
Anything's possible in the 1v1. 4 kills for him, and a Red Bull clutch is an instant response, an instant answer back.
Earlier in this series, all we were talking about was MaKo. MaKo. Did we forget about Marv? I mean, this map, Marv has put on what you expect from him. A masterclass performance.
And guess what, Zest still up close. Right here, right now, could be the difference maker for them. And what discipline, what patience! The play is made in the spray down. A collection of 2 kills and a reset of the aim for Zest. Absolutely magnificent.
One enemy remaining.
I tell you, Bren, there are not many players that would keep
30
their
seconds
cool
left.
in a moment like that, down 5 rounds on the final map
Oh,
of
my
a BO5.
goodness.
But Zest was so calm. And if there's ever a moment to prove to you that this is a different DRX squad, it's that one.
Yeah. To hold your fire like this.
And not bottle it.
And potentially the most important round you would have faced. You lose this one. You're down to a poor buy. OPTIC are on 11, but no.
OPTIC's comp is really poor at taking A lobby
Okay.
control, but they're fighting for other areas of the map instead.
And a runner back as well. Destroy any of the alarm bar here. Victor,
It's all a
playing
fake.
close, it is a complete fake. And it's pulled them all the way back into the corners of the side here. MaKo needs to be the playmaker.
Where's the trade?
And the anchor right now still being swarmed from either side. Oh, guess what? RB
Down, C.
ready to hold his teammates back. There is no trade in action, but maybe Ye can be once more the difference maker. Nightfall now, pushed across, RB getting no sound cues, it's a flash play over the top. Stax wants to make the moves for them, swinging down. It's just up to Victor in that 1v2, but Stax has already taken the positioning.
The spike is heading its way towards B right now.
It's another fake.
It's another fake. I mean, FNS is just full of them, but it's the execution, not the macro, that's been the problem.
Victor needs to do some damage here with 1 kill. Doing a decent job of things.
Look at the pinch from B.
Yep, squeezing them right where they lie. And still Buzz, a whiff of the shot he pulled down, but he can't win it.
30 seconds left.
Beautiful, beautiful IGLing by OPTIC. Adaptations being made, the layers on the strategy. And the A anchor players were just lost in the sauce. Back to back.
Yeah, he got flashed onto this angle, and he's so tucked, Zest cannot see him. But do OPTIC have any idea that Zest could be here?
Half jiggling, they
They're
think it's
reclearing.
clear. Into the corner this time.
Good trade.
Great trade. Cool not being kept. Nanoswarm going to be pushing them back here. The spike was on B.
The spike, Victor had it, running into the B site. It's just out in the open.
There's a lockdown that was placed down a little bit prior as well with that A lobby control. But it feels like DRX are not
30
biting him because
seconds
look at this positioning. MaKo, he's still here, still waiting, and the half clear is not good enough.
What a trade!
It's a trade-off. And Marved is going to be making his moves now towards it. But where is the time? Where is the spike going to land?
These are the moments where OPTIC was incredible against XZ,
Lockdown.
setting up these pivots, these lurks. FNS could be the playmaker here.
Going to destroy the lockdown for them. And B is going to be gained, at least with it, but the angles are watched down anyway. The spike is planted. FNS has to go huge. 1v2, flash, a dodge, a juke, a half on it. 1 more kill found. 8 bullets in the clip, and it's not enough to do it. Stax and FNS, the battle of the IGL is manifesting itself.
What a round for DRX to win. What a round for Stax to recover. A 1v3, very possible there from FNS. And DRX actually able to keep up the same tempo that OPTIC were playing at. OPTIC are moving around the map so quickly, so fluidly, it can become difficult to keep track of where they are and which areas are safe. And DRX are doing a really good job of keeping them in check.
Aftershock into the Nanoswarm there. Clears the corner. Now Victor wants to make the play, make the moves, running forwards. Bit of a spray down, does not come up with the goods. Not like he was looking for, but still Stax looking to anchor. At the back of the site and just the tail end of the ultimate. Yay capitalizes. Order space being gained. Reset again. Yay is the difference maker.
The trading from Ye here has been fabulous in this round, but it is not over yet. Not by a long shot. The spike isn't even down, and Victor in a position where he basically used his ult from, now becomes a backstabber.
He is the backstabber, and this hook line sinker, a classic play.
Buzz
Down to Buzz.
Buzz has been a miracle worker, but the dash pop's just simply too early. Maybe he gets an opportunity at Victor. But he's looking the wrong way.
Three kills in the round for Victor. An OPTIC put on map point, put on series point.
2 of them as well. What a beautiful running back from Victor. Popping through that smoke to get a kill at Logs and set up Ye for the trade. Normally Marved is the player that goes in aggressively, trading off the entry, trading off Victor, trying to control this A-lock position. It is an impossibility. And already, he's going to try and get the punish off.
Cancelling the ultimate just in time.
What absurd awareness from Buzz that is a play that could have come through.
And a hot Hansen to the back and an Nanoswarm is a set play. Curveball as well. Buzz has been dealt with. 2 kills for Victor. The spray down in action once more. A rolling thunder. This is the last chance for DRX. Disrupt the play. Victor holds down. He locks the angles through. And it's all on the shoulders of RB. But OPTIC, moments away from carving their rightful spot in the GrandFinals. And there it is. What insane resilience from this OPTIC squad. Pushed to the limits. I don't think I've seen them pushed in that kind of manner and form before.
And Bren off the back of a devastating loss yesterday to Loud. They bounced back.